So the main ingredient in the red dropper is the good form of B12. That is called the methylated form. The official name is called methoxycolabine. So there's two forms of B12 that float around out there. The other form is called cytocolabine. Cytocolabine is going to be in 95% of the B12 supplements you're going to buy in the marketplace at the GNCs. It's going to be in 100% of them at Walmart, Sam's, and all those places. The body can't absorb it. And cyna stands for cyanide. So it is a form of cyanide that you're putting in your body when you take that form of B12. You're not getting any use out of it anyway. So just do your own research. Don't trust me. That's not partner confirmation. That's not Todd Rowland information. That's nutrition reality. So you need the methylated form. It's the form the doctor would give you if you went to his office and he started giving you weekly shots. Monthly shots do you no good because B12 is a water-soluble volume and you'll pee it all out by the time a week goes by. So the next 3 weeks waiting on the next shot is no good. So any doctor worth their salt will send those shots home with you and let you self-inject weekly. That's the only way to really maintain good B12 levels. Many women and men too are low in B12, and B12 is a regulator of metabolism. It is a regulator of your energy, which metabolism is what puts off energy. It burns calories for energy. So very, very important. It's going to slightly raise metabolism, which is going to kill off a little bit more energy. But here's the big thing about B12. And again, this is not partner confirmation. This is not preparatory to our product. Anybody with the good methylated sublingual absorption of a B12 product would get the same results. But B12 has thousands of published papers showing its correlation that low B12 levels generally are present with people that are dealing with anxiety and depression. Could be both or either. So if I can elevate my B12 many times, if I'm dealing with those issues, I feel better. Again, that is not a medical claim. That's not a product claim. That's just true science on B12. So even though we have the good form of B12, the methylated form, it's still not really digestible. So it is a all sublingual absorption. So the longer you leave it in your mouth, the better. So if you've got nothing better to do than swish it around for 30 seconds, do so. If you're busy, do your 10 seconds and move on with your day. It's also got ashwagandha in it, which helps with all the same things. Ashwagandha over in the Eastern worlds, the Indias, those types of places is known as the mood food. It's got so many positive results. Ashwagandha in men can raise testosterone. There's probably not enough in it to do so. If you're a woman, do not worry about it. There's not going to budge you at all on the testosterone levels. You'd have to take a pretty good amount. So I don't even think it'll really budge it on men. But there is research showing that good ashwagandha supplementation can raise testosterone levels in men. Okay, then the third ingredient in there, by the way, the ashwagandha is also helping with anxiety, mood, energy, all of those things. Then the next ingredient we'll talk about in there is called rhodiola. Rhodiola limits what's called cortisol secretion in your high stress moments. And cortisol and insulin are the two hormones that are your enemy. They both are storage hormones. So when they spike, they're going to go out into the body and they're going to tell that glucose and glycogen in your blood, liver, and muscle, we want to store you in a fat cell. So we don't ever want elevated cortisol and we don't ever want elevated insulin in our body. What spikes insulin is sugar in the bloodstream. So that's liquid sugar, especially. Never, like the golden rule, if weight loss and longevity is your goal, stay away from all liquid sugar. Okay, so we're now going to move to the next thing. I know everybody doesn't follow me on Instagram. I don't do a lot of Instagram posts, but I did repost a TikTok onto Instagram today. Actually, Cynthia Bolden called me on it, wanting to know the doctor's name. But this doctor that I follow put this out today. So I'm just going to reiterate what he said. He said there's a list of about 5 things, if you would like to live a long, healthy life, you must eliminate from your daily life. Number 1 was sugar. And by the way, he also said all of these things age you like 10 times faster than people who are not putting these in their body. Sugar makes you get older. It ages the skin. It ages your insides. There's nothing worse for you besides smoking or drinking too much than sugar. That, like, kind of in that order, maybe smoking, drinking, then sugar. Alcohol is sugar. One of the reasons it's so bad for you. But eliminate sugar. What does our approved food list does? It eliminates sugar. Second thing this doctor said to eliminate is all dairy of any kind. Dairy is the number one hormone disruptor for women that exist on planet Earth. Do your own research. Don't trust me. This is not my information. If you were drinking it straight out of the cow, or find a farmer's market that can sell it that way, you're a little better. But the way it's sold today, with everything that goes on before it arrives in your refrigerator, it is terrible for you. All the hormones the cows are given and making that milk come out every day, it's ridiculous how bad it is for you. Number 3 thing to eliminate is all wheat products. Wheat is gluten. So a lot of people have heard, gluten-free. What gluten-free means is wheat-free. All wheat is now a GMO product, genetically modified before it goes in the ground. So that was his third thing. The fourth thing he said to eliminate to create longevity and slow down the aging process is to, I'm sorry, my mind went blank. It was sugar, dairy, wheat, and seed oils. All seed oils have to be eliminated. Seed oils will be like your Wesson cooking oil, those types of things. The only approved cooking oil that we currently have, like truly approved by the doctors that created the drops, is coconut oil. Unpasteurized coconut oil is approved. Can you use a good form of olive oil and or walnut oil? Yes, those are not necessarily seed oils. They're doable, but coconut oil truly is the only one we have approved. So if you're, matter of fact, I tell a lot of women that are plateaued to drink a fat bomb in the morning, and a fat bomb is a scoop of coconut oil in your coffee. Just let it melt in there. You can put your almond milk or your oat milk or whatever else you want to in there, but that coconut oil, I use the Power Boost in there too. A lot of mornings I'll put a half a scoop of our Power Boost, which is a great tasting chocolate, and it's better than any Starbucks coffee you'll ever get. Just got to kind of play around with it and find your taste buds to match it up. But anyway, those are the big 4. Eliminate sugar, eliminate seed oils, eliminate gluten, eliminate dairy.
Hey,
Take
Todd,
the drops. Yes, ma'am.
we do have a couple of questions. What about beef tallow?
So tallow and butter both are not considered seed oils. So you're not going to get the same negative effect. But obviously butter goes against what that doctor said about eliminating all dairy. But if you had to have something besides coconut oil, in my opinion, butter is a million times better than any seed oil you could buy. So I never have a problem with somebody using butter for taste or for cooking or for anything like that. And I would try to buy hormone, free butter if there is a such thing where you live, or fresh made butter at a farmer's market. Those are obviously going to be better than some of the other butters. But that's kind of the tips of the day there. If you can make that. By the way, I'll add this last little bit there. I've said for many years, all 35 years I've been around the nutrition world, that if a person would drink half their body weight in ounces of water, get 8 hours sleep a day, and have some form of exercise for 40 minutes at least 5 days a week. That could be a brisk walk. It doesn't have to be crazy. But the people that do those 3 things, half their body weight in ounces of water, 8 hours sleep a night, 40 minutes of exercise a day, are going to outlive, generally speaking, at least a decade, the people who don't do that. There's other things like eliminate the seed oils, not smoking, not drinking heavily. All those are factors that if you're smoking a pack a day, but you're exercising 40 minutes a day, there might be a net gain on the exercise or not. But if you're, not putting all the bad stuff in you and doing those things, like that's the secret to life. And then where do the skinny drops come into all that? They just make the whole process easier. That first homeopathic bottle, the ingredients we covered last week, the ingredients we'll cover next week, they're getting all of your appetite under control. They're getting all your hormones balanced where your body can burn fat effectively. They're bringing that thyroid into balance, which is a regulator of your metabolism. So a lot of things going on there to make what I just said doable for the average person that does not have a lot of self-discipline. Michele, back to you. And any other questions y'all want to ask? Sarah?
There was one question, Todd, about soy. So soy mimics estrogen in the body. Is that correct?
Soy is terrible for you. The doctor didn't mention that today, so I didn't bring it up. But no, nobody should ever put a soybean in their body. Soybeans are all genetically modified. They will wreak havoc. They create high estrogen levels in men, which men do not want high estrogen levels. I promise you don't. And then with women, it's probably the second biggest hormone disruptor, immediately behind dairy.
Yep. Awesome. Well, you guys, you have an action plan right now. Here is your call to action. Get back with the person that invited you on this call and let them know you have 4 options. Okay. Number 1, I don't suggest and I don't go over it. It's retail. Why would you pay retail? Number 2 is, do you want to save on your drops? That's number 2. Number 3 is, do you want to save and earn? Do you want to share it with some friends and earn some extra money before Christmas? And number 4 is, do you want to save and earn big? Like, are you interested in making this an income replacement? Because we can certainly help you do that. Now, Black Friday is coming. And so we know lots of great options. So get back with the person who invited you to this call. Let them know what their specials are. We're going to know that a little bit later tonight. And every person has their own specials. So if somebody invited you to this call, just say, reach out, let them know what your interest is. Which one are you? 1, 2, 3, or 4, and they are going to help you out. So y'all be tuned in to all of our Facebook posts to see what our Black Friday specials are, and go back to the person who invited you on this call and let them help you. Y'all have a great night. Thank you so much, Todd.
Yeah, Michelle, wanted to tell everybody one last thing, and this is a non-political statement. Although Donald Trump is a Republican, he has nominated a Democratic presidential candidate, John Kennedy, to be head of cleaning out all of our problems with the food industry. I encourage you to go follow him, because if you'll follow and listen to him, he will tell you the same thing I just told you. Yes. Being from the nutrition world, I have so much hope right now, for the first time in my lifetime, that we can actually get the pharmaceutical industry and the food industry under control, because we're under assault. If you're not highly educated, highly aware, and highly disciplined, you're putting bad things in your body all the time, because it has infiltrated our food like you cannot believe. If you go down the rabbit hole, you're not going to believe what you start discovering. It is crazy what the food industry is doing to us. I don't think they're trying to kill us. I think it's all money motivated, but nonetheless, killing us is the side effect of that. Everybody have a super blessed night.
Everybody have a blessed night and happy Thanksgiving. And thanks for sharing that, Todd. Amazing. I can't wait to see what he does. I'm excited about it as well. Have a great night, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Thank you, Sarah.
Of course.